A new episode G chapter. Okada himself told me to be patient, and it looks like my patience has been rewarded. Lots of new information here. It's a big chapter in what it entails, not just for Requiem, but for the lore and scaling. We'll go over more of that in the end. Igazen, the sanctuary guard, sees the sanctuary nearly destroyed and wonders if the sanctuary would disappear like the last saint on earth, but tells himself to have faith. Seiya's reaction to the temple being destroyed, he says it is impossible repeatedly, not even possible by the Olympian gods. The Cyclops, reading the mind of Seiya, says those rules only apply to entities inferior to Athena. I am Steropes, son of heaven and earth. Seiya attacks, but his attacks are nullified. He knows now that there is no doubt he is in the presence of a great god, but they are still beings freed by Zeus from Tartarus. They should be below Olympians. The Cyclops says the superior existence are the gods of creation, the primordial entities. He unleashes his Cosmo, iron hammer of creation, a technique similar to one Zeus used in Saint Seiya episode G Assassin. Perhaps creation part is related to him having dunamis. With this power of creation of heaven and earth, the sanctuary is reconstructed into another world, not of men. It is Pandemonium, an even bigger god than Athena, an ancient god from the origin of creation. One who has the power to reject all life born on earth, one who reigns at the top of the primordial god, the king of the gods, Uranus. Everything will be sunk, says Uranus. Okay, end of chapter. There's a lot to unpack here. Starting with the most confusing, we have Uranus officially. We have Pontos mentioned a lot, and somewhere out there is the anti-pope. And they are working together. I don't know, but makes sense for Pontos to be either manipulating both or at least working with Uranus. We simply have to wait and see. But it would be awkward, I imagine, for the Chaos Sanctuary to work with these Cyclops, considering that Shaka killed one of the 3 Cyclops brothers in episode G. More on that when I get into scaling. The Cyclops and the minion Seiya attacked here appeared before. They were the entities that tried to recruit Saga in chapter 3 Gaiden, but they were sent away. So the story is built on a plot thread from episode G. That's wonderful. Now for scaling and lore. Oh boy, does this raise some thoughts. First, according to Seiya and the giants, the primordial gods are above all others, and the Cyclops sons of Gaia are below the Olympian. This would be all fine if we did not have Kronos defeating Uranus by himself and Zeus defeating him. This will be discussed, but my initial thoughts are Uranus is naturally more powerful than everyone, but does not have a weapon or armor, putting him at a great disadvantage, and Zeus's lightning and maybe armor is that much greater than Kronos. Now the Cyclops should logically be above the twins, but below or comparable to the Titans without dunamis, which is confusing because Shaka easily killed Banto, the brother of the 2 Cyclops we've seen so far. And not only that, Shaka destroyed the Temple of Cancer, which, according to this chapter, only higher tier gods should be capable of doing. Oh Shaka, always doing something OP and messing with the scaling. Anyway, for a dying Seiya to fight a amped up great god, it is crazy impressive, so I say base Seiya is comparable to Kronos. Well, that's the chapter. Please tell me what you think. If I were to grade a chapter, I would honestly give this an A, mostly because it unironically used the word pandemonium. Anyways, please remember to like, sub, and hit the bell.